Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It would take 3 shows to be able to go through everything that we heard and talk about it. So, one of the things that stood out to me is that we all love to talk about the Leo position, and for now, the position is there, but the name isn't. Leo is the king of the jungle, according to Jim Knowles. So it is the Jack position for the time being. Whether or not a king emerges, and then the Leo regains his throne, so to speak, then we'll find out. But we certainly heard a lot of names of people that could fit into some of those roles. Jack Sawyer certainly being one of them. Guys like JJB, Javante Jean-Baptiste getting a look there. They're really trying to find a spot for somebody like Paulie Naote Ote. Talked about he may be a Sam when Ohio State faces teams running 12 personnel, a couple of tight ends out there, somebody like an Iowa, somebody like a Wisconsin. On the offensive side of the ball, a lot of talk about CJ Stroud's vision, a lot of talk about we haven't even really seen this guy's ceiling of what he's capable of doing. And one other takeaway, just not to get too long-winded on this, they're really hopeful to get Josh Proctor back. I mean, they said a lot of good things about Ronnie Hickman and some other guys, but they really want to get Josh Proctor back. They're hoping for a speedy and complete recovery, as he's dealt with a couple of major injuries so far through his career.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover. The Jim Knowles, I think he's going to be a media favorite because he gives good answers. He'll give you some long answers, and he will answer questions about players if you ask him about players. As Steve said, Ryan Day will sometimes, I don't want to name anybody. Jim Knowles will name everybody, and we'll go into detail on those guys. And, he had a litany of guys that he was talking about. The Jack to the Leo to Jack thing was interesting, and it's something that you'll have to earn that title of Leo. I wrote today about the difficulties that Knowles has been having with the Ohio State offense and the difficulty that the Ohio State offense has been having with the defense, and really strong comments from both Knowles and Kevin Wilson about how far advanced CJ Stroud is right now in terms of vision and understanding. Knowles said part of the defense is deception, and CJ is always one step ahead of like the defense and knows where the ball needs to go with all of these different moving pieces. He compared it to when he was at Ole Miss and they had Eli Manning, and Eli Manning was able to diagnose and distribute the ball before any trouble could come his way. And Kevin Wilson said, similar things about CJ's vision, how I think he said it's with some guys, it's just innate and God-given. And he chalked that up, that same kind of trait up to CJ Stroud. So I think that was encouraging. The Kevin Wilson saying it's really challenging. The Ohio State offensive coaches have been challenged to keep up and to move the ball against this Ohio State defense 6 practices in. And Knowles said he wanted to have 2/3 of the defense in by the end of the spring. So they are now 40% of the way through spring. I don't know what 40% of 2/3 is, and I don't know that anybody here does. But let's just say there's still plenty more defense to come, and it's already making some strides.
It's about 27%. That'd be my guess.
Perfect. I'll believe you.
I think 40% of 2/3 would be about 40%. Yeah. So anyway.
We got to get you geared up.